any available units. We have mechs down at Nav Gamma. Bravo Cadet reports 4 summoners on site. Bandits are hostile. Repeat, bandits
There we
are
go.
hostile.
Oh man. Look at those crunchy 1994, 1995 FMVs.
This is Bravo Cadet. I've got bandits all over me. Get down here.
Sit tight, Bravo 3. I've got visual.
I've got evacuators out. I'm targeting system, Savage. I'm in bad shape.
Enemy detected.
Behind me, 2 of them.
That's a format only Divix would love.
Targeting.
It's got a lock on me. It's got a lock on me.
Targeting. Warning. Ammunition level. Critical. Weapon depleted.
Alpha Assault, this is HQ. What is your situation?
Oh yeah, these graphics were mind-blowing. These were system sellers back in the day
Alpha Assault, this
for
is
graphics
HQ.
cards
What
and
is
stuff.
your situation? Please comply.
There's like, I think Mechwarrior 2 claims top spot for the most amount of versions for an entry for PC. It probably doesn't have more than Street Fighter 2, but they made so many different copies of this game. This is how impactful this game was in the PC market. There was like 27 versions of this game. Because you had to have, you know, graphics cards back then, or graphics accelerator cards. They didn't have like they didn't have your basic framework that you can use for like any card. You had to design games. You know, you didn't have like DirectX and stuff like that you can have everyone kind of be on board with. You wanted a game to work with your graphics accelerator, you had to make a version specifically for that card. So you had Voodoo versions of this game, and then you had other graphics card accelerator versions of this game. These graphics would still be passable if we just had some anti-aliasing. This is true. Hey, now a graphics accelerator is the daughter board you attach your graphics card, at least on a hardware one. Oh, yeah. But yeah, you had to have your special version for each type. You know, you had your DOS version, you had your Windows Pentium version. You know, you had your Mac version. You had all the different cards. Yeah, this game really opened up a lot of doors for this style for this genre of like 3D simulation for PC games. Okay. So here's the choice. Do we go with Clan Jade Falcon? Or do we go with Clan Wolf? Vote now on your cell phones. DOS should have about 12 different versions on disc from the different graphics. Oh yeah, and sound cards. How can I forget different sound cards? Hey, Z2 Monkey, how you doing, dude? It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome, and get ready for the drop. All right, so are we going Clan Jade Falcon, or are we going with Clan Wolf here? What do you think? Admittedly, by the late 90s, everything was just Sound Blaster compatible because Creative Labs were just the best. Yeah, I always went with Sound Blaster. Sound Blaster Pro. Wolf, we got one from Wolf. All right, let's go with Wolf. That's actually my personal favorite clan among the clans. Even though Ghost Bearer is probably better, Especially because they're the most like regular human civilizations. So.
We are Clan Wolf, children of Kerensky. We carry the honor of his name on our shoulders as our fathers did before. The remembrance speaks to us of the evil in man's will, of the reasons for exodus and the rights of the traveler. Arcadia is our destiny and our right. Enlightenment is our gift. By the blood names of the founders, we must return and protect that which is unique among the stars. Terra awaits us as it was written. We are the last of the Wardens, the sole hope for the Earth.
You know, funny enough, I remember playing this as a kid and not having a single clue as what the heck they were talking about. And then years later, after really diving deeper into the lore and reading the books and stuff, I'm like, oh, that's what these guys are. That's what. Okay, that's what they're all about. All right. I'm doing good. Z2K Money, how you doing, dude? Ready to dive into the world of Mechwarrior 2 as a Mechwarrior for Clan Wolf? I know I am. Man, not gonna lie, I kind of miss the interactive menus, you know, in PC games like this. Yeah, just so cool, man. The whole thing's so cool. Yeah, I was never. I know it's the name of the game, but I was never too huge on customizing stuff. I just kind of go with default loadouts and different variants and just kind of roll with it. I don't like min-maxing my mechs. Okay, let's make sure I have the correct control set. There you go, streamer config. Okay, good. That's good. Loving your live stream is true. I'm happy to hear that, dude. Always happy to have you, man. All right. Incoming code message. Kulatai instruction follows. Decoding Fang protocol. Blah 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 blah. Matter of hours, the 352nd Assault Cluster, which is probably us, will engage the enemy's 12th Falcon regulars at the mouth of Makara Valley. Mare Requiem. Colmar. In preparation for the combat, our aerospace fighters have performed an interdiction strike against the Falcon Firebase and chemical plant south of the valley. The weather during the strike has turned foul, and the mission was scrubbed before the chemical plant could be hit. Aww! Orbital inspection of the firebase has become impossible. The Tollman needs positive reconnaissance information so that the fighters can turn their attention to destroy the 12th. Codename Prior Light. Alright, Rolling Hills. This is where I get... If I ever say Rolling Hills to describe a certain plane, I got it from this game. First, destroy the chemical plant at Nav Epsilon. Leave nothing standing. Then you must inspect the firebase at Nav Zeta and wipe out any and all opposition you encounter. Oh yeah, this is also the only game that I'm aware of that ever uses the word tertiary to describe third objectives below secondary primary. This is the only game I know that does that. But yeah, look at all this cool stuff. We have to destroy, we have to inspect. We can destroy all mechs if we want, and then any targets of opportunity, and then we have to return to a certain dust off, which has its own nav point. You know, all these different areas have different nav points on where to go. This is all just for a single mission. I wish Mechwarrior 5 had this level of complexity in their missions. They're so simple compared to this. Doesn't it describe the fourth as quarantary and the fifth as I don't remember seeing them go that far in this game. Tertiary, to my knowledge, is the furthest this game goes. If we do, we'll definitely give it a shout out, but tertiary is the furthest that I'm aware that they give for these missions. But I never see any other game go that far. They usually go primary and secondary. Alright, we're dropping.
Planet Colmar. Ambient temperature 34.65 degrees. Local time is 01:34:16 GST. All systems nominal.
Yeah.
External camera engaged.
Got our mad dog here. Alright. Nav Epsilon, let's go to it. Alright, I'm already reading 2 targets. We got a Jenner. Alright, let's make sure this stuff is... Alright. There we go. I have 2 fire groups.
Heat level critical.
Alright.
Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated.
Don't you dare.
Shutdown sequence overridden. Heat level critical.
Gosh dang. Ah! You missed! How could you miss? He was 3 feet in front of you! Ah!
Heat level critical.
Gosh dang it. I hate fighting against Jenners.
Heat level critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh, why does the fire moth gotta be so silly? Look at that. Why you gotta be so silly looking?
Critical.
Oh jeez. You're like a...
Shutdown sequence
Gosh dang it.
initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Man, I'm really pushing these feet.
Enemy mech
There we go.
destroyed.
Ugh. Alright, destroy the chemical plant. This is it right here.
Heat level critical. Nav Epsilon reached. Shutdown sequence initiated.
No.
Shutdown sequence overridden.
Ah, come on. Get over the normal. Okay.
Heat level critical. Primary
There we go.
objective, destroy chemical plant. Successful. Shutdown sequence initiated.
No.
Shutting down. Enemy power-up detected.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, where's that power up? Nav Zeta. Okay, so that's where the wreckage is at.
Satellite link established.
And this game has so many different modes in it.
Image enhancement engaged.
Oh.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Wrecked. Alright, where am I going? Nav Zeta. Where's that at? Nav Zeta is that way.
External camera engaged. Image
Alright,
enhanced.
legs are looking okay.
Engaged.
Everything else is looking a little rougher. Oh, we got a Nova. I like the Nova. It's got so many medium lasers on it. Unfortunately, it can't torso twist because its chassis is literally like melded in with its arms and legs. Uh-oh. Come on.
Level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated.
Alright, spam it. Spam it. Spam it. Oh, that was close.
Destroyed. Secondary objective successful. Shutting down.
Oh, it fell on me. Man, for a moment I thought I was going to do a death from above maneuver.
Level
What?
critical.
What?
Mission failed.
How?
He's dead, Captain.
I never had that happen before. Having a shutdown won't help save your mech from overheat spam? Did they fix that or something? I mean, in the tabletop game,
34.65.
you know, you gotta make sure you roll so that way you don't like detonate like ammo and stuff from overheating.
All systems
But even if you go like max over 30 heat, you know, you automatically shut down to keep from going any I don't know, maybe that's what happened. Wow, that was weird. Huh. All right. Well, shoot. All right.
Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy mech destroyed.
Gosh damn, I must have hit a critical location because that thing went up like a firecracker. I also love how you can inspect stuff in this game. You can inspect stuff in this game, and you can target anything, even if it's not a mech. And you can tell your fellow mech warriors, you know, you can give them much more detailed orders than you can in Mechwarrior 5. Mechwarrior 5, you only give them like 4 orders. And in this game, like your entire like number keypad has separate orders you can give them.
Destroy chemical plant. Successful.
It just feels more like a simulation compared to Mechwarrior 5. This feels really good with a mouse and keyboard. I wish I would have done this as a kid. I would have been a lot better at it. Then again, my mouse controls when I was a kid was pretty trash. I was very much a console kid back then, but I still played plenty of PC games. Alright, what do we got? Fire Moth. Alright, let's slow down. He can come to us.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Jeez. How heavy am I? Am I 70 or 75 ton heavy mech? I can't remember. I assume I'm 75 tons. I know for a fact the Timberwolf is 75 tons, and that's my favorite mech in this game. I mean, it's pretty much the poster child. I'm gonna go soften it up a little bit. There we go. That greatly reduces efficiency.
Heat level critical.
On.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Secondary
Okay.
objective successful. Enemy mech destroyed. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Ooh. Alright, there's the fire base. Is it the fire base because it's called the fire base, or is it the fire base because it's on fire? I don't know. The clans like to call their stuff weird names.
Nav Zeta reached. Primary objective: inspect firebase wreckage.
Sweet.
Successful. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction.
Destroy any targets of opportunity. Return Ada. So this way.
External camera engaged.
Man, look at look at them textures. Man, my little mind was blown away by this stuff back then. Still kind of is, to be honest. I want to paint my clan wolf mechs to kind of look like this with this type of texturing. All right, so Navada's over there.
Satellite link established.
Gosh, that's cool.
External camera engaged.
There's the dropship.
Target is beyond inspection radius.
How close do we need to be to inspect? Ah,
Nav Eta reached. Mission successful.
nice. That's what I'm talking about. Aftermath. The bitter rivalry between the Wolves and Jade Falcons fueled fierce fighting in the battle on Colomar, a battle that has set the tone for the entire Refusal War. The first shots were fired in the Marakar Valley, using the dry riverbed for cover. The 352nd Wolf's Assault Cluster had marched through the valley to the Jade Falcon position at Bright Basin. The steep walls of the valley forced the Falcons' aerospace fighters to make their strafing runs directly into the front of the Wolves' mech column. As a result, the fighters had little effect and soon broke off their attacks rather than face fire from the Wolf mechs. The fleeing fighters left the battle mechs of the 12th Falcon's regular cluster with no fighter cover when they appeared on the ridge line to the south. As the Falcons ascended the steep slopes to enter their weapons firing ranges, they bunched up, presenting easy targets for the 352nd. When the dust cleared, the 12th Falcon regulars were no more. A scant 10% of the 12th personnel survived. Among them, only 6 aerospace fighters. By comparison, the 352nd suffered only 17% casualties. Unfortunately, the Falcons managed to destroy half of the 352nd's aerospace fighters and elementals, and 2/3 of the cluster's mechs. Ooh. The Wolves took no bondsmen from the survivors, but did lay claim to all battlefield salvage. The fighting had been fierce, and many of the 352nd's mechs would never again see battle. But at long last, the wolf pups had cut their teeth. After the battle, the remaining members of the 352nd formed up with wolf spiders and marched on Doran, the capital of Colomar. There, Khan Natasha Kerensky's elementals opened up the planet's armories and armed the population. She declared the Colmar system free of the Jade Falcons and told the gathering crowds that she would take their grievances to the Jade Falcon Khan personally. Nice.
Nova.
Ooh, the Nova. Speaking of which, see, the primary configuration has 7 ER medium lasers. Holy bananas. And then 2 medium pulse lasers. And then 1 ER small laser for some reason. I guess when we're overheating and we need to throw a pea shooter at them, that's what we can use. Novas are pretty snazzy. I love Novas. I have a couple Novas on the tabletop. Oh, sorry. Good to see you, dude. Suda-10 is our next target. It is our intention to attack the Jade Falcon forces in 2 zones, the grassy plains of Dargoth and the port city of Webster. Falcon garrison units anticipating our attack appear to be training maneuvers in the grassy western plains. Satellites have identified multiple mechs with training configurations in the area. Your unit is to provide a coordinated strike against multiple targets within the zone. Codename Flametongue. After landing, you will perform a strike against the fuel pump facility at Nav Alpha at the hardened HQ close to Nav Beta. Destroy both structures. Follow the Nav sequence and return to the Nav Gamma for dust-off. Destroy any and all opposition you encounter and keep your eyes open for targets of opportunity. Destroy pumping station at Nav Alpha. Destroy the hardened HQ at Nav Beta. Secondary, destroy all defending units. Tertiary, destroy any targets of opportunity. Alright. For smaller missions, I used to cram 8 to 12 machine guns into a Nova. Oh my gosh. Really rips things to pieces. Oh man. Yeah, they generate like little to no heat. All those machine guns, geez.
Planet Sudaten. Ambient temperature 45.44 degrees. Local time is 13.
Yep, there's my torso twist.
GST.
It's pretty much non-existent.
All systems nominal.
Alright. Okay, first off is Nav Alpha.
External camera engaged.
Look at this thing.
Enemy power-up detected. Enemy power-up
Nope.
detected.
Where are these guys going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Trying to lead me away from the base?
Level critical.
Maybe they're trying to warn. Let's get rid of that.
Heat level.
That's the most dangerous out of all of them.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh, they're trainers. No kidding. No wonder they don't want anything. They're probably not even configured for battle.
Enemy mech destroyed. Shutdown sequence initiated.
Crap.
Shutdown sequence overridden. sequence initiated.
Ah,
Shutting down.
crap. Come on, come on, come on. There. I don't need to be here. I got jump jets.
Enemy mech destroyed.
There we go. I should really configure this. Let's have the pulses on their own. There we go. Alright, so what am I supposed to be doing? Destroy pump station. Now here's the question. Is it dishonorable for me to destroy mechs that can't fight back? I mean, they're in the area of operation, but I don't think any of them had any way of fighting back, except that they wanted to punch me in the face.
Alpha reached.
Here's the pump station.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Primary objective: destroy pumping station. Successful. Shutdown sequence overridden.
I can't remember. Yeah, I know it's dishonorable to attack other enemies that are currently engaging other warriors. Unless if they bring you into the fight, then it's okay. Then it's honorable. But if they're having a duel, you're honor bound to not attack
Enemy power up.
unless if they attack you when they're fighting each other. Alright, what is this? Uh-oh. A storm crow. You got turrets too. Ah. Get rid of those arms. That's where the heavy stuff is.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Alright, you know what? Fine, that works for me.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Was that the... Oh man, I'm getting smacked here. Alright, come on, come on. There we go.
Enemy target destroyed. Nav beta reached.
Their own turret destroyed their mech because it was blocking line of sight.
Enemy target destroyed.
Alright, let's give me a quick moment to take a breather here. Am I still gonna attack?
External camera engaged.
I'm not getting hit. It must be those turrets. They must be keep shooting. Alright.
Enemy target destroyed.
Alright, let's get that last one.
Enemy target destroyed. sequence initiated. Primary objective.
Okay.
Destroy
Cool.
hardened HQ.
What's good? Get my ass kicked in MK11. Nice.
Proceed to dust off
How you
zone
doing
for
today? I'm doing all right.
extraction.
Doing all right,
Shutdown
Devil Stone. It's good to see you, buddy.
sequence
Just playing some. We're playing your grandpa's Mechwarrior right now. It's Mechwarrior 2. My personal favorite of the franchise. It's what got me into Battletech. Alright, let's see. Alright, destroy all defending units. There's gotta be someone else over here.
Satellite link established. Enemy power-up detected.
It's a training fire moth, so is it capable of fighting back? I guess we'll find out. Yep. Which means if this training fire moth is capable of attacking, those other trainers were too. Which means they ran away, which means cowardice.
Enemy mech destroyed. Secondary objective. Destroy all enemy mech units. Successful.
Mech loader, truck. Yeah, they're here. Might as well take out the resources.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated.
Man, how much damage was that thing gonna take? By the way, everyone, how's the game look on stream? Does it look fine, or does it look a bit dark to you? Because it looks, for some reason, it looks a little bit dark to me. At least on stream. On my screen, it looks fine.
Target of opportunity destroyed.
Ah, there we go. Looks all right. Okay, dude. Hey, Scary Larry, good to see you, dude. Am I right about being a Roxy simp? Yeah. So about that, the whole Roxy simp thing, it's pretty funny, you know, thing to just do random teasing at. But I recommend just keeping that for when we do like the FNAF streams, you know, when they're relevant. Because otherwise, if you keep bringing that up, it kind of starts getting overplayed and it starts becoming not funny. So.
Nav Gamma reached.
I hope you're doing all right, dude.
Successful.
Getting honor for life now. Oh no. Sweet. Mission successful. The enemy HQ and the pumping station were destroyed. The enemy command structure in the area have been thrown into disarray. Well done, mech warriors. Our plan has worked perfectly. The Jade Falcon garrison units were decimated. You honor yourself and the clan by every victory. The Keshik is pleased. Well, I'm glad I pleased the Keshik. What do we got here? Ah, oh, no, not the Jenner. I don't want a Jenner. I hate these things. Streak SRM 4s and then a pair of a pair of SRM 6s. Blech. I don't like that. We got another pulse lasers, LRM 5 ammo. Huh. Ooh, that's a lot of pulse lasers. It only has a couple of configurations? That's weird. Ew, one of the worst mechs. Yeah, okay, so these Jenners are pretty decent on the tabletop. They definitely have their uses. And I like playing them more in Mechwarrior 5 than I do in Mechwarrior 2. I don't like them in Mechwarrior 2. I don't like playing them, and I don't like playing against them. I mean, missile-wise, they're pretty neat. Oh, yeah, absolutely, but eventually they're going to run out of missiles. Let's see. What is this? This is yeah, this is a 35-tonner.
Kid Fox. Jenner.
Man, they're giving us 75 tons max. I want something a little beefier.
Nova. Stormcrow. Mad Dog.
Yeah, Mad Dog. Mad Dog was pretty nice.
Stormcrow. Nova. Jenner. Kid Fox. Fire Moth.
Man, it looks like its arms are in pain. Just why? Why are its arms like that? It's like trying to intimidate a bear.
Kid Fox. Jenner.
Yeah, let's go with the Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
And I like the primary configuration. Intelligence suspects the Falcon's 10th Provisional Garrison, anticipating our next attack, has moved their headquarters to a hidden site within the city of Salem, near the Nalon spaceport. If the 10th HQ was indeed moved to the area, they will most likely have modified the city's normal plasma power converter to handle cryoplasma. Codename Blade Splint. You are to enter the area, follow the nav sequence through the structures, and look for the city's power converter. Recognizability by a bright plasma flow. Inspect it to see if it has in fact been modified for cryoplasma conversion. If it has, destroy it. Okay, so we're inspect and destroy, and then GTFO. Okay, I can see why they want us to, why they recommend the Jenner, because this sounds like a get in, get out quick. Because Jenners are really fast. Our Mad Dog is not, but we're going with a Mad Dog.
Planet Zodomir. Ambient temperature 48.43 degrees. Local time is 22:46:27 GST. All systems nominal.
Wow, it is dark. Good thing I have light amplification. You hear that, Mechwarrior 5? Light amplification, please.
Amplification engaged.
Hey, I can see again. See, this game feels like a sim. It doesn't really feel like I'm playing a sim when I play Mechwarrior 5. It's pretty, though. Alright. What's the dangerous? Oh, they're all Kid Foxes.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Alright. Just shoot him.
Level 12. Shutdown sequence initiated. Enemy mech destroyed. Shutting down.
Ah, crap. Come on. Alright, there we go. Pulse laser will do just fine.
Heat level critical.
Alright, now he's screwed. Pretty sure he doesn't have jump jets, so he can't move.
Enemy mech destroyed.
I wonder if some crazy person create a modern texture pack for this game. It's probably been done, but I gotta be honest, I kind of like the way this game is, probably for nostalgia purposes. But I love this style of like almost no texture, like big blocky, polygonal shading like simulators from the early to mid 90s. Like I got a soft spot in my heart for like this style of like simulator. And besides, we've seen the quote unquote texture, high-res texture attempts that was tried for Mechwarrior Titanium, Mechwarrior 2 Titanium Edition in the later 90s, and boy did that look god awful. I like to look at the terrain and think someone wanted to glass the plant to flatten the land. Yeah. Hey, Net Exile, good to see you, dude.
Satellite link established.
Hope you're doing well, man. Just going back down memory lane as we try to finish up the rest of this week, raising money for the kids. We've already met our initial goal, which I'm super proud of everyone for help getting there, and look to see if we can raise more money before the end of the week to provide more Nintendo Switch kits to children's hospitals.
Enemy power-up detected.
Uh-oh. Stormcrow. What is that? Helicopter. Is it a dangerous helicopter? Oh, crap! Alright, okay. Gotta pay. Oh, jeez. Of course it's a Jenner.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Well, it was a Jenner.
Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated.
I got cool off.
Shutdown sequence overridden.
Oh, jeez.
Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Missile choppers. Ooh. Alright, I need to get away from this guy so I can cool off real quick. Alright, that's good enough.
Heat level critical.
Ah, crap. I lost my left arm.
Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Oh, this sucks. Oh, crap. I don't have my lamp amplification anymore.
Shutdown sequence initiated.
This is not looking good, guys.
Shutting down.
I have a feeling I know why they gave us the Jenner. Yeah, I lost my light application. Oh, damn. No. Okay.
Image enhancement.
Okay, we still have image enhancement, so we can at least kind of follow the polygons here. Oh, I don't like that sound. That's a bad sound.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay.
Enemy power up.
No. Oh gosh. All right. Nav Alpha. Nav Beta. Where's this at? We don't know. We're looking. Okay. How fast am I? I'm only going roughly around 72 kilometers an hour.
Beta reached.
Okay. Wow, I can't see jack.
Image enhancement engaged.
Oh, over there. What? Oh. A vehicle just pushed me over. There it is.
Critical target.
Yep, it's got it.
Power converter is active. Heat level critical.
On. Good. Got it. Let's get out of here.
Destroy power converter. Successful.
Nav gamma. Alright.
Zone for extraction. Shutdown sequence overridden.
Gosh, I see 3 mechs on my scope right now.
Satellite link.
Oh, and they're shooting at me right now. What was that? Was that a PPC? I can't see. There's too much damage. Yeah, that looked like a PPC hit or a PPC shot. I do not need that right now. That was 4 Thors. Or I should say 4 summoners, because we're not Intersphere trash.
He's dead, Jim.
Mission failed. No honor required. No honor acquired. All right, let's.
Jenner.
All right, so the Jenner can go how fast? They say here. Customize. Running speed. It can go 151 kilometers an hour. My God. I think that's twice our max speed in the Mad Dog. Okay, what about the Nova? I trust the Nova more. It's a 50-tonner. Not as fast. All right. Okay, game. I'll play your sick game. LRM-5 pulse lasers. Man. All right. The Fire Moth? Yikes. Okay, yeah.
Kit Fox. Fire Moth.
172 kph for its running speed. I mean, that is fast. I mean, I guess. ER medium lasers? Huh. Pulse streak, okay. ER medium lasers, pulse lasers. You know what, why don't we roam with this? How fast is it still? Okay. Get hit once or twice and you go boom. Alright, so that's what we're going with. That's what we're going with.
Planet Zodomir. Mean temperature 48.43 degrees. Local time is
Look at this thing.
46:27
Oh my God.
GST. All systems nominal. External
Yeah, it should be fun.
Engaged. Light amplification.
Famous last
Engaged.
words.
Image enhancement. Engaged.
Alright, so we know it's not going to be at Nav Alpha, so let's just bypass it completely. I don't want to have to deal with those Kit Foxes if I don't need to. I'm pretty sure I'm faster than them, so I just need to keep distance. We need to get to Nav Beta.
Satellite link established. Satellite link established. Enemy power-up detected.
Alright, we gotta power up somewhere.
Enemy power-up detected.
Is this a threat? It's got a searchlight out. Alright, not gonna worry about it. Just keep going. There it is.
Target is beyond inspection radius. Target is
Oh,
beyond
come on.
inspection radius. Target is beyond
Okay, yep.
inspection radius. Critical target. Power converter.
Oh my gosh, I got hit with a missile.
Power
My.
converter is active.
Okay, good,
Primary
good. Ow!
objective. Destroy
I
power
ran into a
converter.
building.
Successful.
Okay.
Proceed to duct
Alright, come on. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
Heat level critical.
Okay. Run, 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 run. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, jeez.
Established.
Serpentine. Okay.
Satellite
Oh, gosh.
established.
Zoom and boom.
Satellite link established.
Oh, that was close. I don't know what that was. Was that a laser? Or was that a... Oh, gosh. Was that an autocannon? I can't tell. Oh, gosh. As long as it keeps trailing behind me.
Enemy power up detected.
Alright, there we go. I can see my...
Power-up
Oh.
detected.
Oh, no. Is it not Nav Gamma? Oh, crap. That's where the... No, that's where the summoners are. It's even further. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Naruto. Oh, God. There it is. Go, 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 go.
Established.
Run. Oh, gosh, avoid the PPC. Serpentine. Serpentine.
Nav Delta reached mission successful.
Get me out of here. Oh. We did it, guys. We beat it with the meme mech. Well, the meme mech for the clans. We don't have any we don't have any trash cans here. Oh, okay. Power converter was inspected and destroyed. The city has become useless to the enemy as a base of operations. Our second Wolf Cavaliers are busy laying waste to the 10th. So let's see, how does mission honor work? Difficulty medium. I'm assuming if it's heavy, that's a fraction, and if it's light, it's like even more. I wonder if that's what it means. Wait, no, but we were in a Kit Fox. That's literally like the lightest mech you can roll with in this game. Here we go. Star underweight bonus. I've never really learned how this works. Direct 25 tons times 130 tons. What? So wait a minute. Does that become a lot less the more tons you take up? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know how this career honor works, but this was their way of balancing the campaign for the clan stuff. Unlike nowadays where they set like ton restriction limits for dropping, which if you think about it makes no sense as specifically as a mercenary, you know. Like you're gonna dedicate heavier assets to the field to make sure a job gets done, right? So you think your employer would be more than happy to compensate you for that, right? No, apparently not. It doesn't make any sense. It makes sense from a clanner perspective because it's all about underbidding, you know, to save as much of your resources as possible while trying to get the job done because resources are limited for the clans out here. You know, not so much for the inner sphere, you know. They can bankroll as much as they want with certain factions. So this was their way of justifying basically making sure you don't always take an, you know, you're not always taking like a dire wolf or something. All right. Ooh, Mad Dog. I like it. I like it already. What do we got here? The Falcons' powerful 105th Assault Cluster have pushed far into the forest of Finley Province on Baker 3's southern continent, Loa. I was gonna call that Iowa. Our 341st Assault has countered and engaged. During the enemy drop, a modified Tarantula T5 reconnaissance variant was able to successfully intercept and decode a transmission that contains a list of intended enemy attack corridors. The T5 was able to make it into the cover of the snow-blanketed Donner Rift. I kind of like Mechwarrior 2 Mercenaries, so I've never played that game before. I've only played Mechwarrior 2 from the Mechwarrior 2 era of Mechwarrior games. I never had the opportunity to own a copy of Ghost Bear Legacy or Mechwarrior 2 Mercenaries. I do now. I have all of them. I have a working copy of Mechwarrior 2, Mechwarrior 2 Ghost Bear Legacy, Mechwarrior 2 Mercenaries, and Mech Commander Gold, both the first and the second one. And I got them all with custom installs from a super cool guy that has a store on eBay that made custom installs that make these games work for modern systems, which is why I'm able to play this game. So yeah, pretty psyched. The intro movie I did watch the intro movie. The intro movie is baller. It's so good. Look on the bright side, kid. You get to keep all the money. The T5 is in the field at Nav Row, wounded at target of enemy artillery. You must escort a repair vehicle to the site, then assist the T5. Defend him in the repair vehicle until repairs are complete. You then must escort the T5 to Nav Sigma for dust-off. Sounds good to me.
Planet Baker 3. Ambient temperature 26.67 degrees. Local time is 14:24:37 GST. All systems nominal. External camera engaged.
There it is right there. I don't see quads being used very often in the Battletech Universe. I rarely hear of them. This is one of the few times I actually see a quad being used for something.
Reached.
Mercenaries is more micromanagement and customization, though, which I love. Yeah. Uh-oh. Haha. Thanks for the LRM, Soviet. What is he shooting at? Well, he ain't shooting anything now.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Ah, thank you for the health check, Redeem. Drink some more water. Little stretch. Alright, here's a nice big hug for you, buddy. Ah, there you go. Thank you for the health check, Redeem. Okay. We got more genders coming. I like how wonky missile tracking is in this game.
Enemy mech
They
destroyed.
clearly passed the target, but they just kind of slowly maneuver around and try to hit the target while they're still spawned. It's very silly. All right, you know what? Yeah, sure. I'll take this weird bug. That's fine.
Enemy mech destroyed.
I'll take that oof in the AI. Must have been a free birth pilot. $1995 missile tracking. Yep. Now here's a question: Are we a Are we freeborn or are we trueborn? Because we register with the Sibco. But when we were talking to the instructor, or at least when I was talking to the instructor yesterday, doing the training just to kind of brush up on some stuff and testing out my key rebinds, he referred to us as a free birth cadet, and I was like, wait, what? We're freeborn? I'm not too steeped in the lore. Yeah, so the clans are kind of messed up. The clans were remnants of the Star League Defense Force that fought against that fought against Amaris and his coup when they took over the Star League, and they fought him for years and years, and eventually they defeated him, but they were very, very badly messed up. Morale was very low. Like, a lot of people died. It was really bad. And then all the other Inner Sphere major factions. Think of it like, if you're familiar, think of it like Game of Thrones. You have this centralized government that's basically working with a bunch of other smaller governments to basically kind of keep everything in line. Well, the original heirs to the throne were assassinated, and now all these other different major houses of the Inner Sphere are laying claim to that throne and go into a massive secession war. 4 secession wars, in fact, that last over 300 years. And General Kerensky, the guy basically responsible for leading the the resistance against Amaris and his coup, basically makes an appeal to his subordinates in the Star League Defense Force, saying, "Hey, I'm not going to be a part of this bloodshed. We literally fought to bring peace back to the Inner Sphere, and now it's going to be torn apart by war from the very people we were fighting to protect. So I propose we all GTFO and just head out somewhere in the stars and start anew." Holy shit, what was that? And so 80% of the military decide they're going to do that. And so they all leave. 300 years later, out on the fringe, those same people have their own major difficulties living out, and have become really twisted by not General Kerensky's direction, but his son, Alexander Kerensky. Or not Alexander, what's his name? I'm forgetting the guy. I'm forgetting his son's name. But basically, he decides that all forms of like human government and stuff that were tried before were all like trash, and we need to start with a new line of thinking and stuff. And kind of perverted his father's ideals, and eventually they decide to go the form of like a warrior culture with a caste society ran by like eugenics. So now you basically have a warrior society that's ran by people that are literally test tube babies, taken from like the strongest and brightest to try and make even bigger, better warriors in the future that'll one day lead a crusade to basically retake the throne of the Inner Sphere and basically reclaim the Star League and kind of get all the other major houses to fall in line and to follow their example, which is pretty messed up.
Enemy mech destroyed. Secondary objective.
Those that are part of such a program are called Trueborns. However, there still is normal forms of mating in clan society. However, that's temporary. usually not really well looked upon, or at least the offspring, because they're considered inferior. Those are the freeborns or freebirths, as as trueborns will say. You know, freebirth is basically kind of like a slur to anyone who was born the good old natural way. And if freeborns are relegated to warrior status, it's usually more secondary stuff like backwater security and other operations that are not considered like primary. However, with the major defeat that they succumbed to from Comstar and oh nice.
Proceed to Nav Sigma for dust-off. Sensors indicate friendly
gosh.
dropship has entered
Okay, good. Let's get out of here.
ETA dropship 1 minute.
So yeah, these guys, like before, I don't think it happens yet during this game's timeline, but in the year 3050, roughly like over 300 years after the Inner Sphere started fighting each other 4 times to lay claim to the throne, these guys come smashing in
ETA
with their superior technology and their warrior culture, and just starts laying waste. You know, as they make the mad dash to Terra to reclaim the Star League.
Nav Sigma reached.
Well, the Comstar, which is also a remnant of the old Star League Defense Force.
Primary objective: defend T5 reconnaissance.
Think of them as like a pseudo-religious, glorified telecom company that has its own military, that's spying on everybody, and giving quote-unquote services for like the best like interstellar communication, because without them sending messages across the galaxy could take weeks, even months, depending on how far it goes, as opposed to their hyper pulse gate technology, which can send that same message in a matter of seconds to minutes. They're secretly trying to take over the Inner Sphere, but they're doing it like in a very manipulative way. And for a while, they were actually helping out the clans when they entered into the Sphere of Influence, mostly to kind of observe and gather intel on them. But they were kind of acting as like, you know, they were sitting on the fence. And then eventually, when they found out that the clan's main goal was to take over Terra, which at this point in time Comstar owned, they were like, all right, we're going to level with you guys. We know what you're doing. We're not going to let you do it. We know how your clans are honor bound, because that's how their clan society works. They're all about honor and not wasting, because resources are very limited. Way out away from the Inner Sphere. So they basically fight in wars that are very small, like high intensity, low time conflicts that resolve stuff really quickly, and they do it almost like bidding on jobs. You know, you get more honor the less resources you dedicate to try and take something. And so Comstar was like, all right, I see what you're doing here. We're gonna fight, but we're gonna fight your way. If you guys win, you guys can claim Terra. If we win, then you guys have to abide by a 15-year truce not to pass this line here in the galaxy. And there's I won't go into more detail on that. I highly recommend checking out a YouTube series called Text, or Tex, as in TEX, Text Talks Battletech, where he goes over all sorts of different events in Battletech lore. And he has one that's going to be coming up, which I'll probably be doing a reaction to in May, because it's May the 20th where the event happens, which talks about the conflict on Tukiad, the planet of Tukiad, the Battle of Tukiad, where Comstar does everything they can to try and stop the clans dead in their tracks. Because at this point in time, the clans are absolutely wrecking face, and none of the inner sphere forces are prepared for the type of war that they're waging. So yeah, so I'm trying to remember what I'm trying to remember what. Oh, that's right. I had to explain what the clans were and the whole thing about trueborns and freeborns. See, this is what happens. I try to explain something, and I go like back literally 300 years to try and explain a concept. I think I get that from my grandpa. Has been repaired. It only got 2 legs. Yeah. All right. The T5 was successfully returned to cluster command. The data was successfully interpreted. The mission was successful. Armed with the knowledge of the enemy's intended attack corridors, the 341st was able to execute an ambush instrumental in decimating the Falcon's 305th. Your honorable victory in the field is noted. The Keshik is pleased. So something else that's also interesting about clan culture is when they have disagreements, a lot of times it's handled like in the boxing ring or quote unquote the squared circle. Like if one clan wants to claim something, another clan is like, "Nuh-uh, this is ours," and then the other clan's like, "Well, we're gonna call a trial refusal for this stuff, and we're gonna fight over it." And if you guys win, you guys get to keep what you say you claim, or what you claim is yours, and if we win, we take it. And a lot of stuff is done by that trial of grievance, trial of refusal, um, uh, all sorts of different trials, and it can range from anything. A fun fact: one of the trials that was called to was during the invasion of um, a really really small inner sphere faction that just recently became a thing. It was the Rasselhag League, or the Rasselhag Republic. They're kind of like a Swedish faction um, that has like a lot of Japanese influences in there. Um, and they had recently gained their independence from the Draconis Combine, which is almost like space Japan, and uh, the Steiner House Steiner, the Laren Commonwealth, which is almost like space Germany. And they're like, "Yay, we finally have our independence, woo!" For like 25 years, and then the clans come, and they're literally at the spear, they're literally at the tip of the spear where the clans invade. And the Ghost Bears, like I was saying, like my personal favorite, probably just because they're probably the Mary Sue of all the clans, the Clan Wolf. Um, they're my favorite clan, mostly because of this game here. But Clan Ghost Bear is probably a way cooler clan because they're a lot more closer to their ancient Terra counterparts than a lot of other clans. Like unlike a lot of clans, unlike most clans, Ghost Bears still have family units. They still recognize family, whereas they don't really have that in, like, at least among the Trueborns. Among the Freeborns, family's still a thing, because of blood. Whereas the Trueborns, they're all, they're all test tube babies, so they don't really have that concept. But they have that concept in Ghost Bears, which is kind of cool. So one of the things that you can do, when it comes to clan culture and defending what the clans are trying to take over, you can use these trials to literally do anything. And so, seeing as how Clan Ghostbear had a huge, huge military advantage technology-wise and numbers-wise over over the Rasselhag League, they decided when they were going to challenge the Ghost Bears for the right to either keep their sovereignty or to succeed, or to secede um, the Rasselhag League to Clan Ghost Bear. they decided that they were going to use or their area of battle was going to be in a game of American football. Because they figured they figured that clans that have been far removed from human society, from the inner sphere, won't have a clue on how to play football, right? So this was their big idea. We will challenge you to a game of American football, and if we win, we get to keep our sovereignty. If you win, then we will hand over rulership of of Rosselhog to Clan Ghostbear. What they didn't realize was that American football was actually the preferred sport of the Clan Ghostbear. They love it very, very much, and they actually fielded their best elemental warriors. If you don't know what an elemental warrior is, basically think of like a super roided up, like a super soldier that's meant to go into battle with power armor that's roughly about what, probably 8 to 10 feet tall against, giant mechs that go on the battlefield. You're fighting these guys. And so about the halfway point, like when they reached halftime, they were losing so bad. It was probably like 100 something to like maybe 3. They celebrated the halftime, if I remember correctly. They celebrated the halftime by the lowering of the Rosselhog flag and replacing it with the flag of Clan Ghostbear. And at the end of the game, the Rosselhog Republic became a dominion of the Ghost Bear. Well, shit. Oh man. All right, what do we got today? Oh, oh, trial protocol. Keshik to determine appropriate mech for trial. Oh, guys, we're going on a trial. Mechwarrior, this is a call to trial. The Keshik has granted you a trial of position for rank. Your advancement will depend on your combat skill. Let the fires of battle determine your fate. Kill or be killed. Yeah, so that's also the other thing with the clans. The clans are all about strength, and there will be people that die for trying to figure out what rank they can get, and whether or not they can get what's called a blood name. See, clan warriors are like their goal in life, besides being a successful warrior, is to also gain a blood name. And what that means is that if they're of exceptional if they're exceptional warriors and are able to achieve great things, they will have a chance to add their genes to a saved gene pool that will be used to breed future warriors. And so you're basically, your blood name will live on, you know. So warriors who do not succeed do not get a blood name, and eventually, once they reach like probably their late 30s, early 40s, they'll be in what are called soul maw units, which are basically almost like suicide units that just go out and are used, in the most risky operations possible, usually to cover for quote unquote more promising younger warriors. Because resources are so finite that they're willing to sacrifice the older generations to support the younger generations, and also because they could usually consider the older generations to be like spent and they're not as good, like they're over the hill. We don't need them anymore. It's like we need to focus on the young generation, which is kind of messed up. The only clan I'm aware of that doesn't do that is Novacats, because the clan Novacats, they're almost like shaman, and they have warriors that are in their twilight years, that are like 60s and 70s, stuff like that, which is unheard of. It's, in any other clan. Okay, so we're gonna see whether or not we are worthy of receiving a rank. And if I'm a mech warrior, I really want to do good in this because otherwise, if I do terrible, I'm either I may be killed during combat, or B, I might be stuck doing a job that I was not tasked for. You know, like what if they make me an engineer when I'm supposed to be out in the battlefield? Like that is, man, I was literally bred for war, and yet now I'm doing service calls. You know, it's like such dishonor, much wow. You know. All right, engage one, destroy, engage and destroy, active star of mechs to gain 1 rank and end the trial. Do not shoot any power down mechs or the engagement spheres unless you wish to try for another rank. Phase 2, if you so choose, upon complete. Now, a lot of the stuff, of course, I'm talking about, this is all about the clans. These are the crazies that left the Inner Sphere. The Inner Sphere itself acts a lot more like Game of Thrones as far as like how they do stuff. And yeah, it's a lot of history. A lot of YouTube channels cover a lot of history, and you know, Tex Talks Battletech does a great job, especially because he makes his videos very funny, and you know, a person who may not super be into Battletech can be entertained with the videos he makes. They're super insightful, but you know, there's a lot of kind of tongue-in-cheek humor that's in there. Phase 2, if you so choose, the completion of Phase 1, shoot the engagement sphere, engage a 2nd star mechs. Victory in Phase 2 will garner you another rank. 1 star, okay. Mechwarrior, Star Commander, Nova Commander. Okay, cool. So what it means, you know, Mechwarrior, I mean, that's the name of the game. If we achieve current rank, we are considered a Mechwarrior, and that's like the basic rank in the clans. If we can finish Phase 1 star, we'll be what's called a Star Commander. A Star Commander is basically the leader of a squad of mechs, or in this case, well, yeah, it's a star. Star meaning 5 mechs. So in a star formation, we have 5 mechs that will be under our command, including us. Nova Commander is like another step above that. I believe Nova is more like, or it start getting into like galaxies. Their formations and ranking systems are different from like how Inner Sphere is, but I think Mercenaries was all. Yeah, Mercenaries.
Initiated. Wolf Clan protocol. All systems nominal.
Yeah, Mercenaries is very much Inner Sphere. Like, Mercenaries is like the antithesis of clan society. Clans are all about honor, whereas Mercenaries is all about money. And clans usually consider them very dishonorable. Let's see. There you go. This thing's pretty weak. Oh! It's a good thing it has SRMs on there.
Destroyed. Heat level critical.
Now, however, there was a clan,
Shutdown sequence initiated.
and you may know their name.
Shutdown sequence overridden.
There you go. Shoot at a little small dinky laser. Little pea shooter. For when I don't have any heat allocation left.
Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated.
Alright.
Shutdown sequence overridden.
Ah! Hey, Dreamer, hope you're doing well, dude. Thank you for the LRMs. Oh, come on.
Enemy mech destroyed.
There we go.
Trial phase 1. Successful. New rank acquired. Shoot Engagement sphere to initiate trial
Not,
phase
but that's
2.
normal at this point.
You
Well,
have
you know,
15
I always
seconds.
want to, you know, check.
Trial phase 2 initiated.
You always ask if you're doing okay. Oh. We got a gargoyle heading our way. Alright, let's see if we can... Alright. Ah! Damn. I gotta wait for him to clear that cliff. So... There was one clan that had mercenaries. It was secret. It was Clan Wolf. They had a detachment that called themselves the Wolves Dragoons. And they made quite a name for themselves in the early, was it the early 31st century? Okay. Come on, there we go. I don't know if he's okay. He's got a small laser. It's not great.
Level critical.
But yeah, they're called the Wolves Dragoons, and you know, the technology they had that they brought in was unparalleled at the time.
Heat level critical.
That's also the other thing to understand, is that in the Inner Sphere, they literally almost bombed themselves back to the Stone Age, trying to reclaim the throne of Terra.
Shutting down.
Ah, crap. Whereas the clans all had Star League era technology, which was far superior at the time. In a lot of ways, still was compared to the mechs that were being hobbled together. Because all the factories and all the areas that had plans for like how a lot of the stuff worked was all destroyed, and so they were just working with whatever they had until eventually the Helm Memory Core was discovered, which housed a lot of the secret technology for how to build this stuff. So when the Wolves Dragoon came in, these guys were sporting all sorts of amazing tech that nobody in the Inner Sphere had ever seen before. Oh, crap. Wow, they did add that. Okay. Okay, so that explains it. Alright. Ah, damn it. That was my fault. I knew I should have done that. Wow, this game really does simulate internal ammo explosions if you get way too hot. That's kind of cool, but now that I know that, I need to be careful.